Hi everybody. We are here in the Red Sea, in the most beautiful, energetic place on earth, full of rust. The mountains are rust. The sea is full of rust. Very, very energetic. It's the most energetic place on earth. And yesterday when I was coming here to have some vacation and to tune everybody tomorrow to this amazing last eclipse in this chain, I start to receive knowledge about this
junction.
This process, this junction, this amazing eclipse, and this is why I decide to do in English for you and the Israelis. It's good for them, they will practice some English. And slowly, I will bring this highest knowledge to you, that you will be able to allow in tomorrow. And actually it's already 2 weeks. Tomorrow it's the peak. It's the high point. But in eclipse, it's very, very important that we will allow in from in, because if we're not allowing from in and we deal with the out, we make our problem for good. We stick another nail in the junction. This is why I'm doing this lecture, that you and the Israelis will enjoy the new knowledge and allowing this high, amazing tuning and knowledge and new about our system. Since last 2 months, me as a healer for 40 years, I never saw such a big revolution in all the dimension, who we are, what we made of, how things work in our system, what's happening in us, what we're allowing. It begins with the new circle, with the new spiral of blessing that was a circle of blessing for 26,000 years, and now it become spiral of blessing, and then it become new hands of the spirit, a new freedom in the frame to be able to enjoy, because what we plan, we can plan just the frame, and to really fix the old frame, and to fix and to bring to our life some lightness, joy, fun, and to fix with much more fun and much more trust. So we create a new hands, and I lecture about it in English, a new hands of the spirit that can extract light, because the soul knows one thing: how to extract light, how to really extract and bring it in. And we are in the next place, the next level, the next lesson. But the new hands are connected to the lower part of the body, from here down. And because we are like the egg of shape, ellipsa, and this is the most wide and large place in the ellipsa, so from here everything is going down, and from here everything is going up. And this eclipse coming to fix the highest half, the highest part, the eyes, the head, the ears, the balance line, the center of the money. No, I'm not talking about that. The center of the money. And it's a very, very, very important that we will tune this chain of eclipse. We never create 3 eclipses in a row. And from now till the 26th of August, we will finish 2 months of the biggest revolution ever. So this eclipse talking about creating a new head, a new ability to enjoy the head and enjoy thinking. In Hebrew, to think comes from the word important. And it's a very, very powerful to understand that. And finally, we're going this think and important down earth, even it's the other half of the head. It means finally we're going to learn how to see different. This is why in English to see and to understand, but not understand by the mind. It's one. To hear different. We know that we see and hear because there is no outside reality. We see and hear just what we need and what we can really can content and passing through us. And we choose what to see and we choose what to hear and we choose. Why it's so hard to decide with the head? Why we always the head see the both sides? And the biggest kind of mistakes, even there are no mistakes, we're doing, it's that we want to decide with the head. The head has to see the both sides. It's like the ears has to hear the both sides. The eyes has to see the both sides. We have to see the both sides, and we need to take the both sides and not to try to decide with it. We need to take the both sides and bring it to one middle line, the core here. From here everything begins, everything is end. The male softness, the core, the library, the archive, to bring it in, and then we make it right, and then we more feel it, and then this is why in Hebrew right and direction is one word, and then we don't need to decide and struggle and know and afraid to do mistake and afraid to fail and afraid to do things that I will decide that I will regret later. I'm going to explain even the face and the head split to two sides, also the physical body. But now we're going finally a new dimension, a new patterns. I'm going today to talk about the new patterns, דפוס חדש to our head. A new connection between the head and the higher self inside. A new lightness to see the old details, to see the both sides, to see the both option, and to use the both option to balance. It's like in the hands, when we open the hands, we balance. If the airplane will be like that, we will crash. Here we straight, if we do like this, we straight all our net, all the horizontal and vertical lines when we do like that. So I'm going today to talk about straight, the net, the head, the vertical and horizontal energy of the highest half. And it's connected about the new eyes, because the eyes doesn't see. It's connected about the ears. It's connected about the temples, harakot. It's connected about our truth, our forehead, the door of the thought. It's connected about the cheekbones. It's connected about the balance line that come to fix the sound, the sex, to touch us inside. It's connected about to make it right what I choose to see. It's not a coincidence that I choose to see both realities, kind of both sides, and to choose the middle line, to take the both sides and to choose and to bring in the middle line. So I'm going to talk about the new connection, the new bridge between the head and the body. Much easier to trust the spirit, much easier to feel, much easier to to make things right for us, because there is no right and wrong outside. We need to make it right. This way in Hebrew, right and direction come from the one word. We need to make it right by passing through us. Whatever I choose to see, and I will tell you something very high. Always what the Spirit chooses to see has a potential to have 100% balance. That's something very, very, very deep. It means we choose to fix some twisting view in us, some twisting memory in us, and to make it right and balance. Everything is about balance. This is why today I'm talking about also the balance point. In Hebrew, Libra, and here in the room we have 2 Libras. Libra, it's 4 dimension of balance. 40. Was 9, it's 40 dimension of balance. This is the line that responsible on the balance. And even inside the ear we have this balance energy. It means we need the both sides to see, to hear, to balance both sides of our truth, because our truth is between our temples, in the door of the thought here. So I'm talking about building a new hand in this eclipse. It's a very, very powerful eclipse. And in eclipse, it's not okay, maybe I build, maybe not. In eclipse, either you build or either you stuck your handicap emotion forever. So I see this all 3 eclipses as a chain, as a wholeness, as a magic, as a powerful to build inside and outside the circle of the blessing, new hands, kind of like new hands of the head. Because also the eyes and the ears and the temples extract what to see and to bring it in. Everything is about bringing in. This is why in Hebrew, things that you want and fantasy and wish is to breathe in, sheifa. So I'm going now kind of like to talk about the eyes, the temples, the ears, the balance point. We are in hotel. לא, תכף יתקשו עוד פעם. בסדר, תכננו אותם, אנחנו באמצע. פשוט, לא, אז תנתקי.
You didn't talk about the brains. The brains.
The brains are actually get in charge. They are the batteries that get in charge by what we bring in. It's not just by the gua sha and massages. It's get in charge. This is why with the brain we can never understand. Never understand the spirit. I call it don't drink soup with a fork. But the brain are the batteries that get in charge, and now we're going to, and from Sunday, for sure, a new charge, a new head, a new way to see it. It's to see the reality and not to be threatened by it. It's to see the reality and to see the hope. It's to see all the details. Because especially us, that we have extra chakra and we are a healer soul, we have to see all the details. But we cannot drown in the details. If we drown in the details, we forget the main detail, us. And we forget to fix. And we forget to be the sun and the center of the details. All the details are important. I said in Hebrew, the details are like the chain of the bike. Without one, the bike will stop working. But even it's so important, each part and each details, we can never relate to the details. We need to feel that we are the main detail, that we are the main center, that we are the sun, that we are chosen to see these details. To remember that we are chosen and choosing to see these details, to be able to extract from it what the soul needs, and with the mind we cannot know what the soul needs. When I see now the mountains of the Red Mountains, even they are the most beautiful, energetic mountain on earth, and the Red Sea now I'm seeing it, I don't know what I'm extracting exactly, why I'm seeing it and why I choose to see. But the soul knows why I choose to see now, and what it come to fix in me, and to what it connected, and what I need to create balance from what I see. It means every reality that I create are non-balance. I created to create balance in me.
Balance between what?
Balance between me as both sides. Balance is the gasoline for the middle line. Because even this right side pulling to the right, left side pulling to the left, I need balance. And I look one, all the time I need balance. Between balance and balance is the temples, both ears, both eyes, both lines of the balance, and the two batteries that get in charge from what I see and what I fix. So I'm going now, and this eclipse is very, very important. This is why I came to the Red Sea. I didn't know, I knew it's going to fix a new head. I was talking in my last TV show about it in Hebrew, that it's going to create a new head, but I didn't know all this amazing knowledge, all this amazing fixing. It's going to create a new skin. This is why I create now from a moringa oil some stuff that really make the biggest revolution for the skin, because it's like we create all the inner revolution, and now the skin, that is the most bigger part, organ in the body, going also to be stimulate and work and create all the center of the energy. Because I see this all 2 months, an eclipse, and we're still in the middle of it, as something that creates a new system, a new ability for the higher self to stay, a new ability for the higher self to think, a new ability for us to fix the paralyzing. Yes, it's to see the non-balance, to see the last picture, yes, but to see in it the option of fixing it, not to, and not to be threatened from what I create and what I create to choose to see. So it's a very, very, I'm talking about the biggest revolution. It's about eyes. It's about observing, to be in the meditation all our life. It's to see the whole details, but I never forget myself. I never forget myself. I never forget my spirit. When I see, that's to observe. Hitbonenut in Hebrew. Not like meditation that people that not connected kind of doing meditation and want to fly out from the body. No, I want to fly inside the body. I want to be inside in my awareness. I want to bring all what I choose to see as a raw sandwiches to my spirit, and she will fix and she will use, because the spirit kind of guiding me what to choose to see. And I can never know with my mind why I choose to see it, when I look at the person, when I look at the view, when I look at the fear, I never know. All I can is to fix. So it's about fixing the new sensors, the new vulnerability, and to make my head and my other half Look at the other half. This half has so much physics, and this half has just head and neck and a lot of air. But this air is full of sensors. Has the faucet, ברז הרעיון, has the faucet of the idea. So whatever I will explain today, it's just one drop in the ocean of what we're going to allow in from this Sunday to our head, to our system, to our thinking, to our feeling important, to be able to use the details, to be able to be centered, to be able to enjoy what I choose to fix, to be able from a new balance. A new balance. That's biggie. That's really, really biggie. A new balance. It's not to be threatened by any side. It's to use the sides. Yes.
First, I want to ask about the balance. From what I understand, every time I put awareness, I'm more balanced, both sides, or maybe more.
If you use the sides and you bring it in, because to be balanced in all our dimension, look at this. To be balanced in the temples, to be balanced in the brains, to be balanced in the ear, in the line of the balance, to be balanced in the ears, to be balanced in the eyes, to be balanced in the hands, you have to bring it to the core line, to the living room, to the archive, to the everything. Here is the only place that will create
balance.
The balance from non-balance. What we choose to see, to hear, to feel. Even going to fix the sound, that is the sex energy. It's old sandwiches, what we create. And we created to bring the balance in. So, the only place that can create balance is here.
And it's also balance from between
everything.
out and the in.
And also between the other half of
Up
the
and
up
down.
and down. Balance, it's everything. Now you're happy that you are Libra?
Yes.
So it's the first time. So it's the first time Libra will be happy that
No,
they are
I'm happy
Libra.
that I'm Libra from the beginning.
No,
Yes.
I never knew. Maybe you are the first one, but I never knew Libra because they always struggle with the not ability to decide,
This
not
is it.
ability to make it right, not ability to. Even your name is maybe Azulai.
Yeah. I have another question. You talked about both options, that we see both options. So the question is, these both options are, one is...
We can never choose one of them.
No, I want to direct the question. Both options are, one is what the spirit see and one what's my head see, or is it options that I need to decide something? What is this both options?
Both options are sandwiches from both sides to my spirit, and then she taking both sides, what I hear, what I choose to see, what I choose to think, what I may always struggle, what I I go here, I go there, I choose this, I choose
What
that.
if I have more than
Wait,
two
wait.
options?
That's what I wanted to ask. Yeah, that's exactly.
That's schizophrenic.
That's
You
what I
always
wanted-
you always has two options. Even if you think you have 40, I have a very wise answer for you. We have just two options. But in these two options, we have million details. So the details you think are options. No. You need from this Sunday, or from this Saturday after 1 o'clock, after I tune everybody, just, it's like we're allowing the hands to extract more freedom. It's not it's not to plan what to think, what to see, what you understand. It's also to come and to give a new freedom in the frame of the head, of the higher self. So yes, I choose. I never choose options to deal with the options or to understand the options. Never. I just choose options because they are a raw sandwiches for the spirit to make the right sandwich. And she can make the right sandwich just inside.
But she chooses one of the options that's not raw and
No.
she chooses a totally different option? There are two options.
No. She used these options. She used these options to create a new balance. And a new balance can be created just when she passes the things here.
So she doesn't choose any of the options?
And then she used the details and the options as something right. Because if we choose this, we say, yeah, there are some, we call it negative and positive. I love some things and I never love some others. When we choose this person, I love this and I don't love this. And we choose this, and we can never be whole. To make it whole, we have to make that the spirit has to take and make it a meal, that just the spirit can make the meal for the system, that I will be happy that I had two options, because these two options make me now much more whole with the missing things in that options. Why I choose to see? Because some freedom in me missing. חופש חסר בי, בגלל זה אני בחרתי תמונה ישנה לראות. כדי להכניס חופש באיפה שלא. ככה מסתכלים אחרת. ולכן, okay, now I pass to Hebrew, I'm coming back to English. So this is why we choose to see, to be able to add more awareness and more freedom to the things that missing in us. And just the spirit can add the cream to the cake. Just the spirit, not our mind. And how? We need to take the flour, okay, vegan cake, the flour, this, that, all the stuff, and to put in, and the things that even we didn't like to see. Okay? Because we choose pictures, that's what that missing cream to the cake. We never choose reality that already fixed.
Maybe we have questions here.
They will wait with the questions. First, I need to fix my questions in me. So, the thing is, I just want to make it clear. We choose to see realities that probably they are old realities for us, non-balance, and there are no new picture, no newborn, no new babies. There is no such a thing new. We need to create it new. We need to make it new. This is why in Hebrew, new, it's chadash, chad shin. Just take it the old and a little bit sharp it. Adjust it, sharp it. So, don't look to see the world balance. This is why in Hebrew word it's 40 kind of heaviness. Don't look to see a family balance. Don't look to see what you choose to see balance. Don't look to see people that they are whole in your eyes. No. Whatever you choose to see is non-balance, but that they are very, very important ingredients, רכיבים, to nourish your soul and to make it balance. And I'm talking about deep things. What you choose to see in your eyes, what you choose to see in your ears, what you choose to to feel in you as your truth,
This is the
as
spirit.
your truth, in your between your temples, as your truth. And all this process, when you balance here, when the spirit add the creme and you make it balance, the head and the power and the freedom, it's not that the brain are charging, also the physical body is charging.
Michael, the
But there is
spirit
one
choosing.
place to put all the blender.
Michael, the spirit is choosing what to see or what to hear. It's not us.
But us, if the spirit if the spirit choose what to see and we didn't have the work, so I cannot teach anything. Okay, will be fatalism. The spirit choose, the spirit do, the spirit da. No, our head finally it's to cooperate the spirit, and that's the big question between people that fixing or not fixing. People that fixing, cooperate the spirit, trust the spirit, trust that what they see, that there is no outside reality and there is no good or bad. We just created to bring the spirit without our, it's like the spirit create the frame. We need to put the freedom in the frame. The spirit can never put the freedom in the frame. She can bring up, and like I said last time in the last lecture, a revolution, it's upside down. It means first it's coming up. Bring it up. So it's biggie. So the spirit, the spirit try, nisayon, menasa. In Hebrew it's coming from the word miracle. Trying to bring the old situation, and she can bring the old situation. Just when she sees the potential, it means whatever you choose to see, to hear, to fix, it's about the balance. It's about creating balance. When you pass energy here in your core, all the sides and all the brain get in power, because the spirit sits here, and from here she's sending energy to all the places.
I have questions.
This is why Ikul, Ruchani, Ikul, it's 70 dimension what we made of abilities. Ikul, Ayin, Yachol.
Leroy is asking, can you explain the difference between options of both sides and the 40 options of the truth?
You are not.
לירוי בזט. ככה. Everything to move from material to spirit and from spirit to material has 40 dimensions. This is why in Hebrew, between Ruach and Chomer, it's Mem. When I'm thinking, I'm kind of like sending some energy that creating some dress, another dress, another dress, another dress, till it become material, Chomer. And then I need to see the Chomer and to extract the spirit from it. This is us also, everything comes from 40 dimensions. This is one dimension that we made of. So we have 40 dimensions of truth. This is why in Hebrew, Emet, זה מאלף עד תף והמם באמצע, from the beginning to the end, Mem. And everything is connection to be balanced. The truth is the only thing that changes every time. People that create one truth and they are called religious or tradition, or this is why they create to fight all the time for that truth. Truth, it's the only flexibility, energy that change all the time. And we need to feel balanced with our truth, that we're not pushing it, that it's here. So I always take from here, bring it in, and then it's my truth here. It's not truth here or there. So, what was the question?
You say on the one hand there are only two options. So on the other hand, there's 40 dimensions of the truth.
Yeah,
So what's the difference?
two options is right and left. Maybe their right is also 20 and 20 and whatever. It's very, very important
You
that,
said it's in the details.
that we will use the details and feel the main detail inside. That's so important to remember yourself and remember your spirit. And you can never feel important if you didn't remember your spirit. Because if just when you remember the spirit, you can observe everything, להתבונן ולקבל, פסיביות יצירתית. When you forget the spirit, who needs that? Who needs that? I'm running from it, and why I need it now? And understand? Just when you remember the spirit, you remember that you created because now it's the chance to fix it. And we are now going to a very important, very, very VIP, very important
Period.
pool of emotions. VIP important weekend. This is why people that didn't even, they don't have to be in the list, but be aware this weekend. Remember your spirit. Remember to allowing the new, not like you allowing because you want it so much. A lot of people say, okay, I'm allowing. They don't say I'm allowing, they say, I'm trying to do some tricks. Without understand these explanations, that you create non-balance. You create non-balance. Never someone create reality that balance. No way. Every minute, every day, we create non-balanced reality, both sides. Look at this, to be important here.
Michael, I just want to make it sure for myself because I'm not sure I totally understand the both sides. If I create a picture, let's take an example. I create a picture, I had argue with the neighbor.
Any picture has both sides.
Rega.
Any picture.
Okay, so let's say I argue, I create
Any reality.
argue with the neighbor. So I just need to put awareness and to understand and to be aware that it starts in me and whatever awareness I'm putting. What's the, for example, the two options in this picture with the neighbor?
Two options is between you or the neighbor. In Hebrew, if you add yud to the neighbor, it becomes shechina. It becomes.
That's just an example.
Yeah. Like that. You argue with a person that walks in the street. You see a mountain. You see something. You're afraid to pay. You see your husband. You see your family. Every reality that you create, even if you pay attention or don't pay attention, has both sides. And your job is to take the both sides, or even when you don't know what's the both sides, to create the both sides, kind of to say, okay, these both sides of the argument come to the middle line. Both sides of the balcony come to the living room.
So it's not both sides, what's the spirit see and what my mind see? It's not this kind of both sides.
No. Because when you think what your spirit sees, it means you choose one side with your head, and after 5 minutes you will choose the other side.
So every picture we create,
Every reality, every picture. This is why I'm talking now about the basic stuff. Because from Sunday we're going to have a new head and we need to learn to think. We need to learn to enjoy the new, the fountain of youth. The head kind of מצטרף?
Joins.
The head kind of join the celebration of the youth. from this weekend? Hoo la la, ha 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 hoo, ha 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 hoo.
It's about time.
Michael,
It's about timing.
finished?
Yalla.
Leroy has a question, but maybe you answered and I don't
She
understand.
sits on the
Don't
questions.
understand it totally, but she said if both sides will be easier to lead us to win-win situation.
Yeah. Just in the... איך אומרים? Street. פתאום שכחתי. Just in Wall Street there is lose and win. In the spirit, actually this is why in Hebrew spirit and benefit and win, it's one word, רווח and רוח. In the spirit, everybody win because no one lose, because you transform your black hole to white spiral. So everything is win. And we need now just from... I'm just putting now the titles of what's happening. If we come now to realities and we let the eyes extract both sides, the eyes, because the eyes doesn't see the light. It means we bring in from the eyes inside, from the ears inside, from balance point inside, from the temples inside. And for this, we don't need to understand. We cannot be upset of what we choose to see because we choose to see just non-balanced pictures. And if we remember our spirit and we trust our spirit, it's biggie. So I'm just putting titles, כותרות, לסרט, to the movie that we pass. Of course, it's going to make us a new head, a new ability to see. The eyes will going to be much better. People that will do the work in 2 months, they will throw out the glasses, and they will start to look to prove their truth. Because all the people that around you are kind of like against your truth.
What?
The family, yeah. Because you need to learn how to make your truth is your truth. So that's very, very powerful and important, and I'm sure that the knowledge that will come after this tuning will be amazing, because if all this we understand before, so what we'll understand after when we have a new head, the faucet of the idea, the new charging of the battery, make our eyes. That's meditation, that's to observe. It's to see the details, but to use the details. This is why in Hebrew use and sun, shemesh, come from the one word. To be the sun of the details when you use. It's to fix also the sound, the sex, the sound. Our sound is connected to our ears and to our throat. And it's the deepest energy in us. If the energy needs sound, shape, and color, the sound is the inner. So I'm talking about whatever I choose to hear, to nourish my sexy spirit. I have a sexy spirit. She needs sounds. And then she can bring it up. The change of the sound that she doesn't need in orgasm.
Okay. So different subject. I have a question. To allow the new freedom in the frame, we just need to agree to learn about it and to allow it?
No, to trust the spirit. You don't have to agree, you have to trust the spirit. And the frame, in the freedom, and the new frame, it's connected to how much you trust your spirit. Imun la imun. How much you trust the spirit? Because when you say, I agree to learn, it's like...
And to trust the
like
spirit.
Chava Malka.
Michael.
תגיד טוב, יהיה טוב.
To trust the spirit is to go balancing.
To trust the spirit, it's to trust the spirit, simple as it is, complication as it is. To trust the spirit, it's to remember the spirit when you choose the non-balanced reality to see. It means to remember your spirit. And because now every moment we choose another lesson, it's not like before we went to the fountain, we kissed the camel and we died. We had one picture, maybe one picture in all our lifetime, and even this we didn't fix. Now every minute we have different angle to fix in us. So we need just to remember the spirit and to try not to get rid of the what I create, Loli Pater, and to use. That's the ingredient that the spirit needs to create a new balance. You think the spirit will create a new balance without me putting the old ingredients? Never. You understand that? That's very important to understand. The spirit will never create the new if I don't put the old rechivim, the old ingredients. So you cannot just fix without me putting in, bringing to the living room.
First of all, Amit Damari says she loves
Who?
you. Amit.
Amit, do some violin now in the show.
Yes. And Hannah Gabai says hi. And I have a question. On the one hand, if the spirit brings something up, so it means now it's the opportunity to balance it.
To try
to
to balance it.
Yeah, so it means good because I have the opportunity to.
Don't say good.
Not good, but great. How come?
No great, no good.
Now have the opportunity.
Hello, מדויק.
Accurate. Now
Accurate. No
now
good,
have the
no bad.
opportunity.
Because
Yeah.
still inside of us, we're so full of shit about negative and positive and good and bad. It's still inside of us. And because Libra is the symbol of good and bad, and we now fixing the Libra, so
You have to stop it.
so it will stop the good and bad and the negative and positive. And we will stop to say, oh, he was so nice to me. Nice is the lowest place, lowest energy that can person be.
So I need a little bit more delicate on this because, so on the one hand, I say that if the spirit brings it up, so there's an opportunity for fixing, for balance,
To try.
and it's accurate. And on the other hand, you always say that that
You see, you bring both sides.
yeah, no, yes, both sides. Now you're gonna have me. The Tehuda for putting awareness is what we create.
Tehuda, it's feedback.
Feedback for putting awareness is what you create. You always say that tomorrow will be different if we put awareness or not. So if I see that there is like a topic that I didn't go forward in, or that I even went backwards, meaning that it means that I see now from the feedback that I didn't put the right awareness because I went backwards. So how does this go in the
You have to make it
does
what
it
you
go
call
the
what you call bad feedback.
Not bad. I understand that I went backwards.
What you call back feedback, back that you went back and not forward.
Yes.
And when you go, and the only time when you go forward, it's when you go inside of you. Mm-hmm. It's your job because you didn't got a wake up from some energy. You create a double from this energy to try to wake up. What's that to wake up? To bring it in, to own it, not to say she did it to me or he did it to me. To own it, it's me. It started in me and it will end in me, and my spirits need that. You know, that's awareness and trust. To say that my spirit need that someone will curse me, to say that my spirit need to someone insulted me, to say that my spirit need that I love so much this person and this person says, my need. So there is no backwards or forward. There is.
No, I went backwards and now I need to go. I see I see it.
Always when you want to go more forward,
forward.
remember this, look. If I want to go more forward, if I want to throw something more forward, I take my hands more backwards.
Okay, and Leroy asked more questions.
Leroy has many
No,
questions.
No,
Wait.
she asked questions from before, but if you want to ask now, it's
Me?
We have both sides. We have Michaela and Leroy.
Okay, so you were talking about the building of the head. So my question is, the new head is built.
It's not just the head. I'm talking about the new half of our ellipse. Everything. The sensors, Chayshanim, the eyes,
The balance.
the temples, the truth, the skin, the hair, that each one is antenna, the faucet of the idea, the beautiful face to feel beauty.
The
Ah,
brains.
the brain will be charged and learn and practice not to decide and not to understand. And even that we will not understand, we will not feel dummy and stupid. That's the spirit confidence that I'm talking about. This is the trust, really a big dimension of trust. I understand that it's mine. I don't understand why. I understand that I created it. I understand that I need a new balance. And I don't feel stupid and low and whatever. I feel wise and spirit and smart and important. Even I don't tend to understand at all the situation and why I created and why now and what it comes to fix in me, nothing.
Okay. So the question is, the new head and all the system here is built on the old one. So it sounds to me like there will be more chance for me to be able to use the thinking and the mind more to think like the spirit.
Yes, 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 and yes.
Yes.
Leroy asked before the show. She sent some
So
questions.
if she asked before, she can ask her.
No, she wanted to ask. She told me about the questions. She was wondering
If I already answered about it,
You
okay.
asked me to say, and then you
Okay.
will decide. Okay. She's wondering if there's new knowledge about the spiritual eyes and the connection to the male softness and how they're.
Tell her to
affected
do
by it.
rewind to hear everything from the beginning.
Okay. So another question. She's asking if the spiritual eyes just help us to see things as the spirit sees it, or is it also fixing our sight? And in general, she's asking if it changes something physically in us, like the face.
Rewind.
You hear, Leroy? Rewind.
Rewind, because I explained everything very. But again, this lecture, even all the Israelis don't hear it once, hear it few times, because it's bringing a lot of angles, and we talk about a lot of angles of our head. Especially from this Sunday, we will feel it.
Michael, when you get knowledge, is it coming from the faucet of idea down to you? Is it from there?
One of the options. Also from the faucet of the emotion up.
So it's the balance between these two?
Exactly.
This is your knowledge? One?
Yeah. This is why in Hebrew, what's north, it's also what's deep inside of you. And when you bring it mitzafon v'mashetzafun, and when you bring it one, it's consciousness, but spoon. Yeah, it's always like that. That's knowledge. Now our life is going to be like that, balance in everything. It means even when I teach you, I'm not teaching you. If it talks to you, it means it's inside of you. Always, when you see things, you have to bring yourself and own the reality. It's balance. The eyes, the spirit, everything it's about nourish nourish the,
Okay, I have another question.
nourish your spirit, and let her create a new balance. Probably it's the manager that want to take us to the VIP. Answer. Tell them another half an hour or whatever.
No questions from here.
Okay. I have a question, but I don't know how to say it. התבוננות רוחנית.
Spirit observe or whatever. Spiritual observing.
Okay, so spiritual observing, or is it also to see what I create, and then straight away to see the whole picture and all the details?
No. Whatever you create, you have one job. Whatever you choose to see. Not to understand that, just to nourish your spirit. Even the sour face in the family, even the whatever. Your spirit needs these ingredients for your own balance and beauty and creating the new. When we say, oh, this, we judge with our mind and we don't bring it in. We need everything. All the yes, all the no, all the sour, all the loving, all the fucking up, or whatever. Everything we create that our spirits need.
But to see what I create and to understand this is a big opportunity to fix something. This is not a spiritual observing.
No, you cannot understand. You can never understand why you create to choose reality.
I don't want to understand. I just want to remind myself that this is just an opportunity to fix something.
Yeah, that's called a trust. Yes.
Okay.
You want to ask in Hebrew? You understand everything.
Wait, there's a question. Now, Gloria Bremley is asking questions. I don't know if it's a question. She's writing new angles to positive and negative. Positive, פה זה טוב, negative, נגע טוב. And she's laughing. She's trying to use Hebrew. Hi, Gloria.
Negative is the old film.
Fair, Gloria. Add it.
But there is no negative.
No, it's
job
it's an old film. It's not negative. It's an old film.
It's old.
A negative.
Our job is to use the old film to build a new one.
This is why we bring the old film to create a new.
So it's not negative, it's just
לא, זה גם כן עוד פילם בקטע של סרט ישן,
כן.
עבר זמנו של חיובי ושלילי.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I believe we are in the biggest junctions. It's not just this eclipse himself. This eclipse himself, it's also total all the 3 eclipses. And the full moon that comes to the next 2 weeks that come to fix the door. It's the Virgo Pisces. Between details and eyes and the door of the thought. So all this process going to create us not just a new head and a new sensors, new truth, new eyes, new ears, new balance, new physical body, new hands, new spiral of blessing. I don't remember ever in 2 months such a big revolutions. Like it's really to change the watermelon, not just from the seeds, it's to change everything as what's that watermelon. So that's biggie. And if you want, you can join the tuning that I'm doing. I'm doing it in 1 o'clock Saturday, and we can join the tuning till 10 o'clock in Saturday, 10 o'clock in the morning. And it's a very important one, and I'm doing that for my home, my spirit, physical mental home, it's the Red Sea, and I love it, and it's very, very powerful and important, and this is why I came here, and I believe you should use this knowledge, hear this lecture a few times, and just try to use all my advice and teaching how to use the non-balance, and then your eyes will create little hands, your temples, your ears, and you will nourish your spirits that sits in the daytime in the core. Bakava Anachi in Hebrew, Anachi it's Anochi. And it's about time we will stop to struggle, we will stop to want to decide right, we will stop to be afraid to make mistakes, because there are no mistakes. We will start to take responsibility of what we create and trust our spirit. So that's biggie. And I cannot hope for you, but I'm going to use this weekend to change totally the way I'm thinking, the way I enjoy my head, the way that my head is functioning, the way I connected with the head and the body, and the thought that come into the door of the thought. Remember, thought that stuck in the door, we call them worried. All our thoughts are here, and they come into the door, came in and out, and now it will be easy. The door will be more flexible about our truth and about releasing old thought and bringing the new. So this is it. It's very big potential, and now our job is to learn to think, especially who we are as a left-handed, that not, till now our head didn't work. This way also you need to do the gua sha, you need to do this new soap for the face, because it stimulates the center of the energy and open the skin, and also some new cream for the face that really, from some really amazing stuff. And also it's the new eyes, new ability to hear, and it's a new way to feed, le'achil. It's a new way to feed our spirit. That's it. You can push, boom.
Bye.